I'm live now.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
But yeah, I've also been trying to grow the channel. I've been thinking of kind of like maybe doing a contest of some sort or something. I don't know. I don't know yet.
See, the only thing I don't like about contests, well, and obviously you've got to be big enough for people to know that you're there. But
Yeah.
a lot of times, what I find in like little channels, they do all these contests, and people are only showing up for the contest. So I mean, in one respect, it's not bad if you're getting people to come in, but on the other hand, you've really got to, you know,
Well, that's true.
pump that out there to get the views and whatnot. So
What's up, Wookie?
there, I think I've got this. All right, I think everybody should be able to hear it better now. Like in between shots, trying to mess with it.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, I am close. I need like 200 and let's say 50 more subs, but like, I want it so bad.
Yeah.
What
I
up,
know,
DJ?
I'm like, this stream, I basically just titled it, let's get Joe up to 1,000. So
Yeah, let's do that.
Subscribe to you. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. But like I said earlier, I was like, guys, it's gonna be a miracle if we can get them up there, because just with my growth, I know, some days, some weeks, it's like pulling teeth. You might get 20 people in a month, and it's like, ugh.
DJ, you're a winner in my eyes.
But maybe we'll get lucky. You never know.
We need to do it somehow. We need to get big. We need like 10K each.
Oh, definitely.
But what up, DJ? You didn't hit me up, or you didn't have Nick hit me up last weekend for training. I was wondering where you were. I want to... So, Chris, maybe you'd be interested also. I mean, you and me can train separately, but DJ Docs, the guy, the leader of my club, I think that's what it's called in this game. Let me see.
Club.
Yeah, club. Okay. He wants to go esports level, and I know I could do it. I just need to train a little bit. Playing with randoms clearly isn't helping me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you definitely have the skill. Unfortunately, I do not, but I don't know if I can get better. That's the problem.
I mean, Rocket League is a whole other type of thing, because like if you play me in Smash Brothers or Halo or Call of Duty or whatever, I know how to train you, kind of, and you're gonna get super annoyed because I'm gonna like wreck you, right? But like, you're learning. Rocket League's kind of different, and we could play for a little bit, DJ, if you're down. But I'm gonna play with Chris because he wants to do the holiday stuff for a little bit. So maybe tomorrow, if you're available, or we could do it later today, just whenever.
Now, because I know I haven't talked to you in a while, and I can't remember the last update I gave you, or if you even know this, and I know my channel just kind of knows a little bit of it, but I know your mom's going through like her cancer battle right now. But my dad actually has prostate cancer, or not? Yeah, prostate cancer. I'm trying to remember. I gotta get my cancers straight. I lost my friend who was kind of like a second dad to me from pancreatic cancer, and that's been a couple years. But now my dad has prostate cancer, and he's actually in the process of, they've looked it over and whatnot, and they said that he's going to be getting some kind of hormone therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to, I thought he originally said it was supposed to like shrink the tumor that's in there, but basically what they're hoping for with the hormone therapy is that it just keeps it from growing. So it's not necessarily going to shrink it, but it's going to kind of just keep it in the pancreas.
Well, I'm definitely sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Did they catch it early?
Well, they think they did. They were worried that it was going to be like spreading into his bones and whatnot.
Ooh, that'd be bad.
But, yeah, that would be really bad. But I think they caught it early enough. He's going in for the hormone treatments, and here in January, I forget what day, he actually is going to start some radiation. So he's got all of that to go through, and I was like, oh, Dad, you know, I was like, so many people being hit with cancer and whatnot, and he's like, it's all right, I'll make it. He's kind of he's probably the toughest man I know, you know, just not necessarily like, he's not like the big, you know,
Yeah.
badasses, tough guy, but anything like medical or whatnot, it's all right. I once had to take this man to the hospital because he had stubbed his toe. It was this weird, like, wooden bench thing we had. And
Yeah.
it wasn't so much he stubbed his toe, but his pinky toe was basically at a 90-degree angle
Ew.
from his foot. Yeah, and he's like, his first thing was, can you grab it and just pull it back into place? And I'm looking, I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. No. So he's like, fine, we'll go to the hospital. So we get there, and he gets put back in, gives him all the information. He's just annoyed with the whole process. And he's just like, can you just yank it and pull it? Just pull it back into place. And they're like, well, sir, this is going to be painful. We need to give you a shot and blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, I don't want all that. I don't want all that. Just grab it and pull. And the guy, the doctor was just trying to tell him, hey, we're just going to give you a shot to numb it a little bit, right? So he's just like, no, I just pull it back into place. That's all I want you to do is pull it back into place. He's done with it. He wanted to get in and out as quickly as possible, you know, save on the bill. He wasn't messing with it. So it's like, you know, the guy tried a couple of times. He's like, okay, we're going to do this. So they got a couple of doctors in there. One guy held his leg as they had him, like, put it up on the bed. So it's like his leg is bent and knee is up in the air. And they're like, okay, we're going to do this on 3. So they did the 3 count. The doctor pulled. I heard my dad go, ah! I was like, I guess the highest, like, pitch I've ever heard him hit. And then he was like, thank you. And he was just putting his shoe back on. And he's just like, they're like, you know, it hurt when you did it. It doesn't hurt now. It's fine. Let's go. Like,
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That sounds a lot like me.
Give me a shot, you know.
That's something I would do. I mean, I broke my rib, and I didn't even know until like years later. Hey, what's up, Matthew?
Yeah.
Also, my
you break something internal like that, it doesn't show. But yeah. But anyway, he's been going through a lot, and I asked him. I was like, well, how's it going? And this man, you know, he was having trouble urinating, which, you know, I'm not going to get into a lot of it, but basically he's got a catheter now because he couldn't pee.
Yeah.
So, and that's how they found us. So I'm like, well, have you been off of work or anything? He's like, no, they just put that in, and then next day I left there working tomorrow. I'm like, Dad, that just got to be super uncomfortable. Well, it is, but, you know, I'm like, we're still busting tables at a diner and stuff. I mean, he enjoys his work, but
it's all good, buddy.
I mean, good
Thanks for
Lord,
being here,
I
though.
had a catheter a couple times when I was like unconscious, you know, and in a hospital for a while.
Yeah.
You wouldn't catch me walking around with anything like that. And I know there's people that do, but that's a little bit much on me. So
send me an invite real quick. But yeah, I would say like that we could do like a charity stream, but again, that goes back to our channels are so small. Because I did it once for my mom, but like nobody showed up. So
yeah,
I don't know, but maybe we could do something. Maybe like an event.
Not seeing you on.
I might be appearing offline. Here, I'm gonna invite you and I'll make you party leader.
Okay, there we go. I don't know why my list is so massive. It's like, here, you want to find them? It's like, going down the list.
My list is pretty massive too. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I made you party leader.
Okay.
But if you do think of something, we can definitely do it. But I don't know. I don't know what you would want to do. But it's terrible to hear.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Matthew, I'll probably be on for about an hour, I think.
I'll go ahead and quit these couple things that I have. There we go.
But if they did catch it early, it's good. So hopefully they're able to kill it and remove it and all that good stuff, and then it's done.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, we won't know anything until after he starts the whole therapy and whatnot. So
is he just going straight with radiation first?
No, he's got the hormone treatments. But like I said, the hormone treatments aren't actually going to shrink anything. They're just basically supposed to be there to help contain it.
Is he not doing chemo though?
Not yet. That's what the radiation will be.
Huh. Yeah, I was talking to a lady actually.
Like, well, they didn't start you off on chemo? And he's like, no, they think this hormone. Because, I mean, ultimately, you know, again, my dad, the tough guy there, you know, he didn't let a lot of that stuff bother him, but he's like, oh, I know this guy. He had some kind of something in his prostate, and you know, if worse comes to worse, we could just go in there with surgery, and they'll just remove it.
Hey, Dark. Yeah, long time no see.
You're talking about
Happy
removing, like, an
Xmas.
organ here, Dad. Don't you think that's a little, you know?
My Christmas present should be growing the
major?
channel.
Oh,
You guys
no,
should
no, that's
grow
not
the channel
major.
for me.
You don't even
Just
need
kidding.
that thing in there. You get up to a certain age and blah blah blah. I'm like,
You guys are
oh,
awesome.
my Lord, you know. But he's talking just like, yeah, they'll just go in and rip it out. I'm like, you know what? It's fine. You know, I mean, if that's like the worst thing that has to happen, you get rid of an organ. I guess you don't need to survive. We'll live with it. So.
Well, I was talking to. Ooh, that was a nice shot. I thought whoever was in front of me was gonna hit it. But yeah, I actually took my second Uber ever last week, and the lady that I was talking to, she had like pancreatic cancer or whatever, and she said that she didn't go through chemo either. She just did the pill form of like chemo, but she didn't like lose her hair, and then she did radiation. Actually, no, I think they just went straight to surgery, and then they did radiation, and it was really weird, but like she said she's had it like multiple times in like different areas, like not
That
just
is weird.
her pancreas, but I think like other areas or whatever. But she's like, yeah, I mean, if they catch it early enough, I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
But
And see, the pancreas cancer is like one of the worst because your pancreas is basically like a sack of cottage cheese.
yeah,
There's no solid tissue to that at all.
I do have a
And
Discord
of course,
group.
I only
Yes,
know
I
that because of
do.
my friend Jay, but you know.
Check it in
But yeah, it's
the
like you
comments
get in there
or
like,
the
well,
description
you know,
below.
I was talking to my friend Jay.
If not, I'll send it to you.
Are they gonna do surgery or anything? And it's like, nah, it's just a big box. Basically, the doctor described it, it's just a big bag of cottage cheese that's in there, and there's nothing they can really, you know, go in there and scrape off. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, your dad will be in my prayers, and hopefully he receives good news along the road.
I appreciate that, and I'll keep everybody updated as I can.
Definitely
you know,
do
like
that.
I said, I think I've just mentioned it a little bit here and there on the channel, but you know, it's just kind of new to us, and you know, I mean, I've known about it for maybe a month, maybe. And
It's a
just kinda mentioned
terrible,
it here and there.
terrible. I wouldn't say like disease. Is it a disease? I don't know if it's a disease, but
I
it's
think they say it's a disease, but yeah.
whatever it is. It's freaking terrible and it sucks. And nobody
Well,
should.
I think this business needs to stop. I really do. Because I mean, you know, how many people? It's like every time I turn around, somebody I know or somebody that's related to somebody I know is getting something to do with cancer, and it's like this has got to stop. You know?
Yeah, I mean, now that you say that, it is weird because it's like everywhere.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't know, like, I'm not trying to make this a conspiracy video or anything, but like, COVID numbers are soaring, but I don't see anybody that's sick. You know, I mean,
Right.
nobody that I know has gotten sick. I mean, some of my friends have gotten COVID, and they don't have like asthma or whatever, but they're like, oh yeah, it's not that bad. It's just like the flu, but you know.
And you see, it's weird because it does affect people differently. Like, I'm 100%
Hey, Hessie.
sure if I got it, I would get all of the respiratory stuff, which would kill me. So I am being extra careful trying not to get it. But like my adopted mom, you know, the lady I was staying with for a while after my divorce, she was in the process of moving out of state because her son.
I hope your dad's doing okay, Hessie. I
he
missed
somehow
you.
contracted it from work and didn't know it while she was visiting, So she got it, and both of her sisters got it because they were with her. She basically said she felt like she was going to die, but it was basically a bad flu. She said once I got over the flu symptoms, it was all right. I mean, not like all right, like hey, everybody needs to go out and get it, but
Yeah.
not like feeling like she's going to die. But in my case, I'm 100% sure I would get the respiratory part with it, and that would do me in.
Yeah, and my girlfriend, fiance, wife has asthma, so it probably hit her pretty hard. And my mom's immune system's still pretty low, so she doesn't.
Be anywhere near that.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Something to think about, I guess. I've been watching this show. Actually, never mind. I'm not going to mention it because it's going to get into this whole conspiracy thing, and
Okay.
this isn't what this is about. But maybe we could do a segment about, conspiracies or whatever. I tried it one time, but nobody really cared. Maybe that's the conspiracy.
Yeah, and nobody. They're keeping it down. It's hush hush. Well, Sparkler, I'm sorry to hear that.
What happened to our boy Sparkles?
I was talking about. He said a best friend died 4 years ago. Lost his battle to a car crash.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
This world is a terrible, terrible place. But with our channels, we're trying to make it a little bit better, We're trying to make the world a brighter place day by day by playing games.
Definitely. Now, normally when I always try to, promote positivity, but there are days where I'm not so positive. I've had a few of them.
That's me every day, but I try to put on my happy face for you guys. Because nobody wants to listen to a sad sack play freaking video games,
Oh,
But,
I know I've done enough ranting on here.
I could, but I don't know. I feel like it just goes unheard. Not that, like, I need people to essentially kiss my butt because I'm sad or whatever, but, I guess I don't know the words.
It's nice some days to know that you've got some people that got your back and, at least they're listening,
Yeah, I'm always here, even though I'm busy, as you are, I'm assuming. But I'm always here. I'm always here. Also, how did your month with your daughter go, or is she still at your place?
She's still here.
Nice.
She'll be here till January, unless they close campus, in which case she'll be here longer. But, yeah, like yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday I didn't do any streaming because she was kind of camped out in my room, trying to write one of many 10-page dissertations for her finals. And I'm like,
I'll read your chat here in a second, Matthew. Give me a second. Well, at least she's getting that degree, or she'll end up like me.
We lost.
It's okay.
Hey,
Let me see.
How's it going?
Let me see what Matthew said. Hang on. Are you gonna go to the main menu or just gonna hit ready? Okay, you left. Good. Menu. Hey, all good. Joey, don't think about bad things and money. Live your life as one and only one. Spend it how you want. Do fun things. Don't let anything or anyone make you sad. Bet. Retweet the hell out of that. That is good advice. But the thing is, you need money to have fun and live.
A lot of times you do. Like, believe me, I've been poor for a long time, and it's a lot better if you got some money.
I mean, I'm not living lavishly. I mean, I got a 1-bedroom apartment. I eat ramen noodles and, well, I barely eat ramen noodles, but I eat noodles like actual pasta noodles, like frequently. Not because I'm poor, like I could. I mean, I am poor, but like I could afford not that. But I actually do like pasta, and it's like $1.50 for like 3 meals because I can like cook it at least 3 times. Hey, Matt. So, I mean, yeah. But like I said, it would be really nice to just like wake up and have my rent paid because I posted a video yesterday,
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, hey, pastas. I'm all for. We'll just play a standard match. I'm all for. You know, I don't know what it is in my head, but I like things where like they're shelf stable and you can keep it in your pantry and etc. And pasta is one of those great things where it's like one, it is economical because you can get a lot of it. And it's fairly cheap.
Yes.
It's shelf stable because it's not going to rot as long as you leave it dry. And
Yes.
yeah, you can do so much things with it. You can add cheese to it. You could add marinara sauce to it. You could add, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do with that. So it's
All
amazing.
good. All good. Said he has to go because he's in school, but he wanted me to tell you that.
Yep. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm Italian. Not that that really matters, but pasta's
Yeah.
great. You know, I love it. And yeah,
Oh
it
yeah.
is, especially like, if things get closed down or whatever. I mean, I only have like, I don't know, 10 boxes of pasta. So, I mean, that would last me maybe a month or two. But after that,
Yeah.
I'm screwed. But yeah, I mean, it lasts almost forever. I mean, technically, it could go bad.
Oh, get
But,
in there.
like, I don't know. I've never had noodles go bad. I'm sure they
Yeah.
can, but I'm sure they do
I,
actually go bad, but, like, I don't care.
I was gonna say, yeah, you'd have to have them for like a really long time, and they'd have to be like a little bit of moisture got to them. Because I think one time I had to throw away some noodles, it was because a mouse got in them. But aside from that, it's like
Yeah.
they're
I
pretty
mean,
pretty stable.
now here's the tip for anybody buying noodles. If you're on a budget, it doesn't matter, okay? You don't skimp out on the good noodles. Buy the Bartoli or whatever. I mean, it's like 25 cents more. Trust me on it, okay? Don't skimp out on the good noodles. I promise you. That's the advice my dad gave me because I was at like Walmart and there's like $1. The Walmart brand's like $1, but then the Bertolli or whatever is like $1.50, and he's like, "Do not buy the cheap stuff. Always buy the good stuff. Like,
Always buy the good stuff. Yeah.
it's still cheap, and like, trust me on it. It's just like way better." So that is what I do.
Well, that was the one thing that made me kind of mad when I've had all this medical stuff with my throat and not being able to swallow certain things. There was a good chunk of time there where I couldn't handle pasta. It all got stuck. So
Oh,
that
jeez.
made me really depressed. Yeah. So here, but lately, as this progresses, um, I'm okay with most noodles, but like the instant ramen noodles, they're too sticky. I can't do it. They
They are
choke me
pretty
up.
sticky,
And
actually.
yeah, and regular spaghetti noodles, for some reason, they're sticky too. I can't do it. But if it's elbow macaroni noodles, I mean, you can still make spaghetti with that. Well, you know what I mean. It's not spaghetti if you don't use the spaghetti noodles, but you can still make a decent spaghetti out of that. And I can do it. Sometimes I'll cook them a little longer. They're not quite al dente; they're a little softer. But
Yeah.
when you
I
can
mean,
get your
that's
mac
fine.
and cheese and other things like that, it's like, oh yes, welcome back. You know,
I mean, I don't always do like pasta. I actually don't like pasta sauce. I mean, my
yeah,
grandma's pasta sauce is really good because like it's like true Italian, and it's like sweet
yeah,
and whatever. But like, I bought some stuff at the store that they like shipped from Italy or whatever, and I've tried that other like stuff like the Prego or whatever. I just don't like it.
yeah,
It's like it tastes like bad tomato, and I'm just like,
yeah.
nah, I don't want
Well, it's
this.
probably got that like they used to, what is it? Where they've got like you don't put tomatoes in a can because they get like a metallic taste, and
Yeah.
even some of the stuff like in jars, it still has kind of like that tomatoey Italian, like metallic kind of taste to it. So yeah, you're right, bad tomato.
Well, I'm talking about the stuff that comes in the glass jars, but it just tastes
Hey, Wookie, welcome back.
just
But yeah,
tastes
a lot of it
like
doesn't
crap.
taste good.
And what volume do you want me to bump up? My voice volume or the game volume? But yeah, I usually make my noodles. I like farfalle and rigatoni. Those are my two favorites. And I usually put some Parmigiano Reggiano on it with some butter and a little bit, a splash of olive oil. And make sure you boil your pasta in salt water.
Oh yes, definitely.
and you're Gucci.
Now, I used to make all kinds of pasta dishes all the time, and you know, as a teenager, you know, I was always experimenting with different things. So I'd try different things, different noodles and whatnot. But yeah, once I learned, hey, like if you got noodles that just came out, if you throw a little bit of olive oil on them and toss them, it'll keep them from sticking. And I thought,
I
oh,
feel
that's a
that,
good tip, so I tried
Matthew,
it. I'm
and I'm
like,
sorry to
wait
hear
a minute,
that you
what
have
changes the flavor of these
that
noodles? Why has
disease.
nobody told me this before? You know?
And, you know, I'm here to
Because
make
they're
things
just so
better.
good with like olive
I'm
oil.
trying really hard
You wouldn't
to make your
think
guys'
olive
lives
oil would
better.
make that big of a difference, but oh my god.
Yeah, the olive oil that I have right now, it's like rich taste. I'm not a huge fan of it because it's, I don't know. Like, olive oil smells amazing, and in small doses, it tastes great. But if you take a little, like, cap shot of it, no, it tastes like booty. Not really, but it just tastes like oil, and it's not really good.
Yeah.
Also, same with balsamic vinegar. That stuff's great.
Exactly.
But, you know, drink a shot of it and, you know,
No.
your stomach's hurting for a while.
Ooh, I got some good trajectory. So close, so close.
See if I can hit that in for you.
Bump it. Oh, thank you.
You didn't get the assist, did you? No.
No.
Dumb.
Well, you know, you think I would have. I've knocked it over there to begin with, but no.
Matthew is the only one watching me, so props to you, my man.
Yeah.
What can I do to make your day a little bit better? But yeah, yesterday I actually didn't stream. I recorded, and it was kind of nice. I don't know. I've been kind of in a weird mood. Like, yeah, people are watching. You know, our regulars. You got All Good, Sparkler, Matthew, Matt. You know, all them. But
Yep.
I just feel like it's not really growing the channel at all. So I'm like, I don't know if I should keep doing it and just like go with it. I don't know. But I've recorded and
Well,
I missed it,
yeah,
honestly.
and I kind of, you know, how I told you, like, normally, well, on my channel anyway, I know, like, if I do a live stream and I do a video with this on the same day, the live stream will get the audience, but the video will not, which is weird because, you know, like, playbacks, nobody hardly watches the live streams, you know, because they're like hours long.
Yeah.
But, you know, the videos do get rewatched, so it's kind of a catch-22. It's like, well, we'll do this or do this, but I think, honestly, you know, what we should do, and I know it's going to cause me to have to edit more, but I think we need to do, you know, especially like in my case, more videos, but have like certain days where we're going to stream.
See, I thought about doing that. Because, yeah, when I stream, I'm not really playing games. Like, I'm playing games, right? But I'm not, like, trying new games, finishing them, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks. But, like, I did think about the streaming maybe, like, twice a week. I don't know. Maybe I'll end up doing that. I just been feeling down, which I'm sure you've had multiple times, but like,
maybe it's just a time of year. I don't know. I mean, they do say that there's a lot more depression during the holidays, but I don't know. With all the crap that went on to me last year, it's kind of like I get these wonderful Facebook reminders, you know, reminding me about these posts that I made as my marriage was falling apart because my wife was cheating. I'm like, oh, great. Yeah, that's what I want today, Facebook. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man.
Oh, before I forget, I'm going to tell you, but I figured, because I just, last week we did a live stream.
Eggman, I'm Platinum 3.
Some Jaxbox games.
Yeah.
And the guys are really liking it. I actually have a lot of people watching. So I'm going to go ahead and do it again this Saturday. And I was going to see if maybe you were available if you wanted to stop in. We're having a lot of fun with the monster-seeking, monster dating type one, which is kind of cool, as well as the fibbage. So
Message me and we'll see. Anna's brother is coming into town on Friday because it's his 21st birthday weekend. His 21st birthday was sometime this week, but we're celebrating it this weekend. So I may be able to stop in, but I can't give you the guarantee. I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll try though.
Well, I know I think I had like a good like three new people. I can't say they necessarily subscribed, but I have gotten quite a few more subs here lately.
See, I wanna hang on. Let me respond to Eggman. Eggman, what knowledge would you like me to share with you? And make sure you subscribe, Eggman, or I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm gonna scramble your eggs. You know what I'm saying? But
Scramble your eggs.
I was talking to, well, what day was it? I don't know. It was one day where I just had like one viewer on stream. And I was basically like, hey guys, like obviously I'm not making any money off this stuff, but you know, I spend so much time doing it, yada yada yada. And I was like, if you guys really like the content on this channel, because you know, every time I mention it, everybody's like, oh, I love watching your channel, I love these streams, they make my day, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, well, if you guys love it, I need growth. So how do we do that? Like, you guys need to tell anyone and everyone, and then it just stops there. And I'm like, what the heck? So, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not going to say my growth has been easy. It's been a struggle almost all the time. But I would like to see by this time next year, I would like to have enough people to where I'm comfortable with maybe either releasing some merch or, just doing something that's going to generate a little bit more.
That'd be
Again,
nice.
Not that I'm in it for the money, but on the other hand of it, I've got this computer here that probably isn't going to make it in a couple more years. It'd be nice to keep the equipment going so that I could keep the channel going. So
Yeah. I mean, I just want to actually start making money. I guess it doesn't really have to be a lot. Like, definitely doesn't have to be enough to pay rent. But
Right.
if I'm not hitting 1K, like, at least, and this is probably even like late term, but like next summer, if I don't hit it, like I may have to quit the channel for a while, cause like I gotta do other stuff, you know. I mean, when I quit my job to do this, I grew a lot. I think I grew like 300 subscribers in a short
I think you've got that.
amount of time, but then it just like stopped.
Yeah. And the weird thing is that, I mean, people are watching YouTube all the time, but it does seem that, like, your big jumps come in waves.
Yeah.
And it's just weird, so.
But I posted that
Sparkler.
we are what we become or whatever that name is. And it only got like 80 views. Now I didn't do the thumbnail, so hopefully that's not the only reason that's holding me back. But
I just checked on that too this morning. I was like, I wonder how that's doing. And I saw it had like 90 views, so I'm like, well, I mean, it's slight growth. But again, that also comes in waves. When people are looking for it, it's usually like when something political is going on. And I don't know why that ties into that. Because, I mean, yeah, it's about like the news and the media, but it's not directly tied to like presidential elections or anything like that. But it seems like anytime we've got a major thing like that going on, all of a sudden we're getting a lot of views for it. So.
yeah, I mean, I also feel like it's just
Keep
like
the faith, they'll come.
I'll keep the faith 100%. But I mean, kind of like with my Roblox video, like it just happened overnight. Like the first night I posted it though, and I was just like, what?
Hey, Bean, welcome to stream. You missed the SmackDown. We've been winning. It's all
Matthew, I
been
can't get a sponsor. Sorry, I'll mute my mic so you can talk to Bean. I can't get a sponsor till I have a minimum of 2,500 subscribers. I looked it up, but no company wants to sponsor me when I'm this little. So I think my biggest hurdle is hitting 1,000 subscribers, because that's when I at least can start like making money.
Yeah.
And
you haven't missed much.
I'm thinking I
I'm
can
actually on here
take
working
that
on
money
it.
and put it into advertising, like ads on Google and stuff.
So, I
Uh,
streamed early today because
and then once I hit like 2,500 or 5,000 subscribers, I can start getting sponsors.
might as well forget it. Yeah.
But I mean, for right now, I need your guys' help. You guys are the key to my success.
Obviously Fridays.
And with success, I can buy us credits or Robux or, you know, all the stuff. And we could have a lot of fun and, you know. But right now, my channel is depending on you guys. So with your help, we can make it. If you guys can't, that's fine. That's cool. But I mean, I need your help.
Yeah, I've been trying to do like some stuff here. I've been doing a little cleanup here and there, wrapping some Christmas presents, you know, just getting things set up for the holidays, what little I can, and yeah. So I've been exhausted, and I haven't been sleeping. So I don't understand this. Like last night, I didn't get, you know, on my machine till like 3 o'clock in the morning, sitting there just trying to, you know, like go to sleep and not getting it, and then it's like every hour I'm just like looking at the clock and like, oh, I didn't get to sleep. But I know I got to be dozing off in between there, because otherwise I would be a lot weirder than what I am. So.
Do you take anything to help you sleep?
No, I do not.
Now I have been buying this stuff at Target. It's just like a over-the-counter thing. Because I'm tired of going to. Oh wait, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I've heard good things about like melatonin, which is like that, you know, like that natural thing that you can take. But,
yeah.
I haven't actually done it, so.
Now, I mean, I have like insomnia, so melatonin's too weak for me.
Yeah.
The stuff that I get at Target, I could like send you a picture, but it's just called nighttime sleep aid. And it's like a gel capsule. If you fall asleep relatively decent, you could probably just take one, but I take two. And it doesn't like knock me out like a narcotic, you know, something that I could get from a psychiatrist or whatever, but it definitely helps, I guess, slow down my body or something so I can go to sleep or whatever. It's not a cure-all, but it definitely helps.
That's kind of what I need, because it's like, I'm there and I can tell I'm tired, but it's like, just getting that extra little push to, you know, be out, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, because of my health issues, I kind of got to be semi-alert at night, because like if my trach clogs up, because that's the only thing I'm breathing out of, I got to kind of be awake enough to go, well, wait a minute, I got to sit up and, you know, clean that out if I gotta. But normally if I'm actually asleep, that's not an issue. It's when you're awake, because, you know, you breathe different when you're asleep, that becomes an issue. So, but that's why I was like, well, maybe I'll try the melatonin first, you know, because I mean, I am a light sleeper, but you know, I'm used to like waking up every couple of hours and be like, what's going on, and then go back to sleep. But here lately, it's just been, okay, I'm laying here closing my eyes for hours on end, not sleeping, you know. So it's just weird.
Melatonin might help you. I know your body naturally produces it. So if you take like one or two, then it should help you. I don't know. It doesn't help me because it's not strong enough.
Yeah.
But
yeah, go ahead and send me a picture of that later. And if the melatonin don't work, we'll be trying some of that.
I would definitely say try it. I don't know how it would affect a normal person, because I think Anna's tried it and it didn't really do much for her. But like, I know I'm usually a heavy sleeper, so when I'm out, I'm like out. But
yeah, it's getting to that point though. Yeah.
yeah, definitely but I mean, like, normally I would hear an alarm clock, or like I'll hear if the door's open. Maybe it's because like my cats are so freaking annoying that I kind of just like ignore everything.
You just tone it out. Yeah.
But like, yeah, I noticed that like I'll sleep through my alarm clock, like my iPhone alarm clock, and like it's just like gone. So I'll like wake up at like 11 or 10 or whatever, and I'm like, why didn't my alarm go off? And it's just like, I don't know if it shuts off after like 30 minutes or something, but it's very annoying. Oh no.
I was trying to bank it with the wrong way.
Also, Matthew, Yeah, if I go to college though, well, if I finish college, I already have some. I have an associate's degree, but if I go for a bachelor's, I mean, one, if I get like a career, I'm definitely gonna have like very little time to do YouTube, if any. So that's why I'm trying to do it now. While I have time, you know, but I don't know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, I guess. I'll just have to hack Chris's channel, steal his. Steal his.
I was gonna say, if you wind up going and getting that degree and getting a really good paying job, just tell all your people to come over here.
I mean, if I have unique people, I would.
Yeah.
I think
for the most part we share a lot, but
you probably have more like unique people than me. I have a few, but they just pop in and then pop out. It's not like they
exactly.
watch every time, you know.
And I know I've got a bunch from that one video, but like they don't come and watch me. So it's like, I've had people ask me this. They're like, "How do you have 2,000 subscribers and we've only got 3 people talking?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, they don't watch."
Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm not good enough, like I'm not entertaining enough or something. I mean, like I don't know. Like what the hell? I mean,
Yeah.
let me rephrase. What do I need to do that I'm not doing to like beef up my channel? Like do I need to advertise better? Do I need to like what is it? I don't know. Because I mean, I'll see people like on Facebook Live or whatever go from like 10 to like a couple hundred within like seconds on their live
Yeah.
stream. Obviously, that's because people share and then, you know, join and then more people share, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But why isn't that happening to me? Is no one sharing my videos at all?
Well, you know, and you know, our audience here, you know, I've asked around. I've been like, "Hey guys, do you guys watch Twitch? Do you watch Facebook? This, that?" They're like, "No, we all watch YouTube. That's all we have access to." And so, I mean, it's really hard to get people to cross over to different things. Now, Corbin, you know, Corbin from our little group we had going on there,
Yeah.
you know, he's had great success on Facebook because he's doing the whole donations and money and all that good stuff, and he's got.
Well,
A
I'm
lot
glad you're loyal
better,
to me, Matthew. It means the world to me,
donations on
honestly.
there, but
So thank you
I
for
can't
being here with me.
necessarily say that he's growing more. So
I mean,
it's just kind of iffy.
one of the days, I mean, I don't know how much he's making off donations, but I think 2 people, Sparkler was one of them, I think. And there was maybe one other person that wanted to like send me money, and I was like, like, thank you. You know, I mean, that's cool, but like, I don't know if I necessarily care about that. Not like in a bad way, like I don't
Right.
care about your money, but like,
Yeah.
I don't really want
We
to.
don't need your money. No.
I don't really want to take your money because I'd feel bad, you know.
Right.
It's okay,
That's
Matthew.
kinda
Don't
like with
worry.
me too. Like you know, I think it's Sparkler and a couple other guys that.
I wish I could
like,
make
"Hey,
an OnlyFans.
where can we support and donate and whatever?" And I'm like, guys, right now, I mean, yeah, the money would be great, but you know, I don't want a nickel and dime. Well, I know a lot of guys on here are like under even like high school age or under, and I'm like, guys, first of all, if you're not 18, don't worry about it. And secondly, you know, I'm not like some big fancy YouTuber, and I don't feel the need that you'd have to pay to talk to me. So that's kind of why I don't have super chats and that stuff set up yet. But eventually, I'm probably going to put them in, especially like this next year, just because, you know, if I get a few people in here, especially like you get one of those really off days, and you know, like somebody big like Mr. Beast or somebody's out there. Heck yeah, I want them to donate to me. But yeah, if I ever had like the donations or whatever put in, I'd have to make it a rule somewhere. It's like, guys, you can't donate over like whatever the set amount is, because you know, I see these big guys and they get like, well, Feuds is a good example. Even though all of his stuff he says goes to charity, which is fine, You know, somebody put a message on there and they sent like $400, and he barely acknowledged the message. So it's like, geez, why? What did you pay for? You know, I mean, yeah, you're giving money to charity, but did you get value for that money?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
No.
I don't know. Right now, I think, like you said, yeah, if you send me $10, that's great. I mean, that's like dinner, you know, or
Yeah.
lunch even. But like,
Yeah.
right now, I'd rather you share me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat,
Exactly.
whatever, blah, 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 and grow the
I mean,
channel
I feel
rather than give me money, you know?
exactly. And when it comes down to like donations or whatever, I mean, I feel tickled to death to get 10, but I feel bad if somebody gave me 20. It's like, whoa, 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 that's too much, you know. I can't imagine, you know, these guys like getting like hundreds and thousands of them. I would feel so embarrassed. I would.
See,
I don't know why. I don't know why it's an embarrassment thing, but I would. I'd be like, no, no. I feel bad for you guys giving me that. You know.
it depends. Like, if I knew the person that is giving me $10 only had $100 in their bank account, then yeah, I don't want your $10.
Right.
But if you send me $10,000 and you have 10 million in your account, then like I don't really care because you clearly
Yeah.
it doesn't
I mean,
hurt you.
definitely if you've got 10 million, spread that around. But still, though, I would just the amount is like I'd be like, are you sure? You know.
I mean, I would feel
'Cause-
weird about it 100% because like that's a lot of money.
right.
But like if I knew that that person was quote unquote rich, then yeah, I don't think I'd really care because like I mean, I'd be shocked, of
Yeah.
course. But I don't think I would feel bad because it's like, oh, you know, it's not really hurting you. But then if somebody that had $10,000 donated $10,000 to me, then I'd be like, no, refund.
Yeah. You really need to hold on to that. But yeah, I was watching it the other day, and I happened to catch another recent Mr. Beast video, and he's like, "I'm donating to people with 0 watchers." And I'm like, I got to get a donate button. Yeah, put on there, you know, this is the Mr. Beast donate button. You know.
Mr. Beast, I don't want your money. Just give me a shout out, bro, so I can freaking make my own money. I saw a video about Mr. Beast because it popped up on Facebook, I think, when I was like super bored and I was
Mm-hmm.
watching that, and like
Oh,
he seems like a genuinely good guy.
yeah,
So like I I was gonna ask him like if he wanted to like do a collab or something. Obviously he would never do it because like I'm a nobody. But
right.
like the thing that he says on his description or his on like his about me on his channel is just like don't ask me for money. And
Right.
I get it. I'm sure a lot of people ask him for money, but like that's it. Like I just want to email you and say, "Hey man, you want to play games with me? Like maybe help my channel out a little bit. Like I don't want your $1 million."
But yeah, he gets people like asking him all the time because he does. I mean, I've watched him like give to food pantries and just people that need it, and then donating to like streamers and things like that. He does a lot of really good stuff with his money. And he's one of the few people I can say out there and it's like, yeah, he really gives back to whatever it is he's giving to. But at the same time, yeah, he's got tons of people on there. Hey, Mr. Beast, you know, give me money, blah blah blah. It's like everybody, and he's like, no,
Well,
it's
yeah.
like don't ask me for it, you know. And I
Yeah,
get
I
that,
mean, that makes
but yeah,
sense.
he does actually have a gaming channel now, which they've set up. I think it's been maybe a year or so. He could totally play games with us, you know.
And Matthew, yeah, I know I got a lot of moderators, but I want you guys to feel special. I could take away a moderator if you don't want it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would be nice to like, well, cuz when I was in Kansas City, I was during Halloween and like I don't really care about Halloween, so we were at this bar just like right outside of like a Halloween like party contest thing event, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Like a radio station there was holding, and I was going on my phone trying to like look up YouTubers. I mean, I just typed in like Halo, Call of Duty, Roblox, Rocket League, stuff like that. It was really hard to find YouTubers that were like lower than 100,000. But
Yeah.
I could not find any contact information for like even like the 100,000 people. Like, of course you're not gonna play with me, but at least I want to shoot
Right.
my shot, and you know maybe it'll work.
Well, you know, that's something else I've seen here kind of lately. Is they used to like even like Mark and Feuds and the big guys. You know, the big guys, the top 7%. You know,
Yeah.
they used to actually put on their about info. They all had an email address, and it specifically said for business contact only, etc., etc. Well, here in the past 2 years, all those abouts have been redone. Nobody has an email address anymore. So it's like I don't know if that was just like a thing that they did once upon a time, and now that they've gotten so much money,
Yeah, you can
they don't
join
feel
after
the need that
this.
they need it,
After this round.
or if they just had different ways to contact them. But yeah, nobody puts an email address out there anymore.
I mean,
And
all I
I don't know
want
how to.
is somebody to throw me a bone. That's it. Just one bone.
Yeah.
That's it. I want to be humble, and I don't want to be like a freaking douche. But like, come on, somebody just give me one bone, help a brother out, and then like
I
we'll
mean,
be
I
good.
tried. I'm not big, but I tried.
I wish I could help you. I mean, I feel like when I mention your channel, I mean, maybe people see it, and obviously
Yeah.
when we play together, I want to put your name out there. But I'm probably not helping you that much, if I'm being, maybe like one or two.
I
But
know
you
the
know,
other day Superior came over, and I guess his name is Sky now.
yeah.
I was like, "Hey, welcome to stream." He's like, "Oh, by the way, this is Superior." I'm like, "Oh, hey, yeah, buddy. We played."
You
Yeah,
stole Superior from me? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I stole Superior.
We can share.
That's what I'm usually joking around with like Matt and Dean and everybody, because you're on early enough that they catch you more than they do me. Like Matt's like, "Man, I haven't seen you in so long," and I'm like, "Yeah, where you been?" And he said, "Homework." I said, "Yeah, I hear that. It's finals week." You know.
Well, I haven't seen Bean in a while, but I know like Matthew usually sticks around. Not Matthew though, sticks around a lot.
Boom! I got one.
Um, yeah, it's actually really just Matthew that has been watching me consistently.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you know, they'll come because All Good came, Matt came for a little bit. Haven't seen Sparkler, but like they'll come, say hi, and then leave, and then I don't see them again. And I mean, it's fine. I'm not saying like my stream's the most important thing in anyone's day,
Right.
but like just for Matthew's sake, like I wish I had more people watching. So like, you know, you're not just talking to me, you're talking to other people.
Right.
Cause yeah, I'm sure Matthew waiting for my response every time he sends a chat probably isn't the greatest thing in the world.
Well, and at this point, I mean, there was a good solid few months there where, I had like a good 10 people ish that were coming and going, and I had at least 2 or 3 people in the chat at all times. And then it started kind of trickling down, even though these guys come on occasion. Um, I have it now to where like normally I'll have at least one person talking with me as I'm playing. So, I mean, it's not like I'm out there alone. It's just not getting a big response.
Yeah, I
Another,
mean, you know that first time that well, maybe it wasn't the first time, but like let's say less than 5 times I started streaming when we were playing Rocket League, and like we just had a bunch of people watch and chat and all that
uh,
stuff. That was great. But then like ever since that day, haven't really been able to reproduce that, which kind of sucks a little bit because it was fun. And I mean, I want to have fun, and I want everybody else to have fun also. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a marketing type guy or something. I don't know. Because I feel like I can't be completely boring. I mean, I may be boring, but there's no way I'm like
yeah,
dead boring. I mean, come on.
yeah. I don't know. I've had days where it's like, yeah, it's probably really boring today. But I mean, I legitimately still feel that there is an audience for everybody. I mean, you don't have to be like the most exciting person or the most entertaining person. Some people find those people really annoying. But, I mean, if you get at least a little bit of value, or even just, you know, as people tell me, I like the sound of your voice. It's got a great tone. I don't always hear it, but, you know, if somebody else is enjoying that, then, you know, by all means, let's keep watching. Let's get some more positivity out there. And,
Yeah.
you know, just do what we're doing. And, you know, like I said, you're not going to have everybody in the world that likes you, but there are enough people in the world, enough people watching, that you should be able to get a pretty good following.
That's true, but it's like getting the eyes on the channel. That's the hard part. Like, how do I do that?
Right. And that's like the game right there. It's like honestly, you need like one good viral video to get your name out there. And,
see, that's what Noel said, but like, the only way I can have a quote-unquote viral video is if I post a video and then people share it.
Right.
Because I mean, I've broke speedrun world records before. I've beat plenty, or maybe not plenty, but I have beat some world records in games that, like, you know, I was #1. Especially in Portal. I don't know, nobody cares about Portal still alive, but you know, I've done research, and like some of the Portal challenges, like I knocked those out of the park, like, you know, but no one cares. So what's my viral video gonna be? I don't know.
Yeah. And honestly, like a truly viral video, they don't know it when they make it. You know, it's just, it happens. You know, I think it has to do with like timing, and somebody got a hold of it at the right time, and they shared it with a couple people who happen to have people like looking at them right then and there. And
yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I got 900 videos though, so I mean, I guarantee somewhere in those 900 videos, there's got to be like a few clips that you can like stitch together, or like a fan could stitch together, and like make a viral, like, I don't know,
yeah.
what is that, compilation or whatever.
Yeah, viral compilation, that would work.
Bam.
Boom.
But the thing is, like, I mean, most of my videos though are not getting rewatched, I would assume. I mean, I don't have much time to look at all my videos, but I know like my popular 10 get views here and there, but I highly doubt like 800 of my videos are getting watched like every day. Like, I doubt it. Even if it's just one person. Maybe every once in a while someone will take an interest and go through the playlist and stuff and be like, oh, I kind of like Battle Block Theater. Let me watch that. But like, other than that, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of my videos maybe still have like less than 3 views.
Yeah. And see, sometimes I'll be watching like because you know, you pull up your little doodad on your phone and you get.
Go to the main menu real quick though, so I can invite Matthew.
Okay.
And then what were you saying?
Sometimes, you know, you see like you've gotten a couple people that have subscribed, and every once in a while, as I'm going through my stuff, like, because you get like the last 2 days, I check out what I unlocked, but you'll get like, so I'll see somebody like is watching my videos, and somebody, you know, has pulled up a bunch of the older ones, and I'll have like 1 view and 1 view and 1 view. So I'm like, oh, well, whoever that was that just recently subscribed, it's apparently going through my older stuff and, you know, checking out what I got. So, like, that works.
Yeah, I mean, it's really weird, but I did break the 100K total views on my channel mark.
Nice.
I think I saw that yesterday, so that was pretty legit.
Total views, I think I've broken the 700K barrier.
Damn.
That one video. Yeah.
You're about to hit 1 million.
Yeah. But, you know, I wish that was like, well, I take that back. It's actually 300K views, but it's like 700K minutes. So it's like, yeah.
That's really good.
All right. Yeah.
Matthew wants to play casual. So if you just want to do casual 3v3.
Casual. Sure. I put my Christmas bow on.
Aw, that's cute.
I'm decorative. Yeah, my son told me like a week ago. He's like, "Hey, Dad, they've got a Christmas event out." I'm like, "Dude, we should play that." And then I just haven't gotten around to doing it.
I should have mentioned it to you. Guess why I didn't is I thought you weren't really playing games much since your daughter has been around.
Right.
But
I mean, honestly, I've kind of slacked off a lot, but you know, I do try to keep in the know. Like I know I don't play a lot of Fortnite, but I know they've got some new stuff out that is like they got Star Wars stuff, and I'm like, oh, I totally want to get a hold of that, but I don't know what they've got for free. I just haven't been on, you know. And they like every time they have an update, it's like 15, 20 gig, and I'm like, yeah.
yeah, I played the Fortnite event. It was pretty dumb. All good liked it, because I mean he really likes Fortnite, but I was just like, it's kind of stupid, honestly. I mean, it was like a 10-minute.
The last one where they had, who was it, J.J. Abrams? He was like, hey, and it was so dumb. They had this stupid stormtrooper that was mainly talking, and it's like, really? I don't care. Give me the lightsaber. Let me get out of here.
I mean, the cool thing though, I was thinking about this last night. Like, just think about Fortnite. It doesn't really matter if you like it or not. They created a platform because they did so good. I mean, Rocket League is either owned by Epic Games or it's on Epic Games. So I mean, like,
they are now owned by Epic Games.
Yeah, so they made Fortnite and now they're like Steam pretty much. So
yeah,
like I'm trying to get on that.
Oh yeah, and another thing I like about them, Steam doesn't always have this, but they have like monthly free games. So, I mean, as long as you're kind of in the know and you're logging on like every couple of weeks, you're getting some free games. They had Subnautica free before like anybody else ever did it. I was like, wow, I missed it by a few days. I'm like, oh, that was back when it was semi still new, and I was like, oh, I would have totally played that. But yeah, of course now everything's been done. But yeah, keep your eye out, and you'll get some really cool games every once in a while.
Well, I mean, that's like what I would like to do with my YouTube channel. Like, I don't know how much money I'm gonna make, so you know, I don't really know, but it would be nice to make enough money to like put into investments, and then like, what is it, like accrue enough money through my investments where I could just like do YouTube and I don't have to like worry about if my YouTube channel makes money because it already made enough money to invest to make money, if that makes sense. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a long ways from that.
I'd like to have that to where it like pays out like that. Just because, well, with my medical, the way I have it set up through my disability, if I actually make any decent amount of money on this, it's going to mess up my medical.
Yeah.
So I have to be kind of careful. You know, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to have to go big so that I can actually, you know, get that taken care of. But at the same time, if I could get it paid to me in like, I don't know, stocks and dividends, it doesn't count as earned income, so I can keep my medical. So it's like, hey.
That'd be nice.
It would be nice. Although I could totally hear people, well, you're, you know, screwing over somebody. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to make sure I live, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough system. I mean, do you make a decent amount of money off your ads, or is it like not enough for anything?
You know, to be completely honest with you, I made $100 2 years ago, and because last year I didn't do a lot of posting because I was in the hospital. I just recently got to the point where I made another $100, but I'll probably won't get it paid out till January. So, you know, 4 years I've made $200. That's not enough to live on. That's
nope,
that's not
at
even
all.
your internet bill all year. You know.
But I don't know. I want to hit that point where I just start growing.
Right.
And like,
But
I
the growth
feel
is like exponential. So once you start getting growing and you start getting more people in and watching, those numbers just grow. You know, it's not like you're well, except for when the pandemic hit. I did notice that like a lot of my months I was getting half of what I normally recorded in, and usually it's close to like $10. So I was making like 5, 4, 3, and I was like, well, I think they adjusted something for the pandemic, but you know, I mean, it's still a little growth, you know.
I mean, for
So
me, I noticed that right when the pandemic hit, I was growing not a lot, but I was getting like 1, 2, 3 subscribers a day, give or take. And I was like,
right.
yeah, this pandemic is helping me out. Not that like, okay, the pandemic's bad, but I'm like, people are home and they're watching my videos and they're subscribing, like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
But then it just stopped. And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't change anything that I'm doing.
yeah. It's like, what did I do? What stopped this? Why did that not end?
I don't know. I feel like it is literally just like, hey, you see this video, watch the video, give it a like, maybe comment if you want, and then share it on social media that you're comfortable with, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And then maybe one of your friends will watch it and they'll tell people, etc., etc. And then boom, showtime, baby. See you in the party still? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's word of mouth. We need to figure out. Oh, actually, I did see something that like I really wanted to get because it'd be like super good for advertising, but it's $1,000, and I don't know if I want to buy that. But it
What
could
is it?
actually. It's like a laser. It's like yeah, it's just a laser, but it can like write stuff like a mile away. So
Oh,
like if I went somewhere and posted that on like a building for maybe an hour, like people would see it. I don't know if it would actually work. Do you trade
I don't know. It
Fanac?
might.
I'll trade you a Fennec. What is happening? I just got 2 new
Hey,
people.
welcome back, Sparkler.
Hello, Monkey, and hello, Matt. I'll trade you a Fennec plus 500 credits if you can get me. No, you know what? Plus 2,500 credits, and I'll get you a titanium white Fennec. But
Hmm.
you got to get me to 1K subscribers, so share me everywhere, fam. Also, you two subscribe. We got Matt 2000, and we got Monkey Arwin. See, that's another thing. I've been trying to do research. Maybe you know, Chris. But like, so when you post a regular video, to get it recognized, you know, it obviously matters about your watch time, the like amount. I mean, that doesn't really matter too much, but you know, those are what helps you. What helps you on streams? Because it's definitely not chat rate, because I've got my chat rate to like 650 before, and that didn't help me. And my watch time is sometimes fairly decent. So do you know
I
what it
think it has
takes?
to do a lot more. Well, see, you have to break down the algorithm, and with the way the algorithm works, it tries to be as even as possible.
Yes, you
But
can.
like, if people are watching consistently, so like the
You can play
not
with me if you
necessarily just
subscribe to the
it
channel
takes
and
watch
post
time,
my
but it
channel
also
on
takes
social
like
media,
concurrent minutes, and you know, so like
because I love you.
if you got somebody with a really bad connection, I mean, I'm not speaking bad about bad connections, but you know, obviously, if they're going out and in and out and in, you know, they like to see minutes together. People are watching. People are staying. People are liking. Even dislikes, likes or dislikes. I mean, I don't think a dislike hurts you as much as what people think it does, because although you get a dislike, that also counts as engagement. So, as far as streams go, they take all of that into consideration. And yeah, but as recommendations, I mean, clearly somebody that has 10,000 people
I'll invite you
chatting
after
and
this,
active is
Matthew.
going to be recommended a lot more than us with our 3. So
Yeah, also it's really weird because like I just got 3, maybe not new subscribers, but 3 new viewers that I've never seen before. Like how did
Yeah.
that, like what did I do different?
Yeah, something's on their list. Well, I do know the one day, like I had streamed like 5 seconds of Fortnite and it wasn't working, and so the next day when I streamed,
Oh no.
I forgot to change the game.
Yeah. You don't have YouTube automatically change the game for you?
Well, yeah, it doesn't automatically do it for me. I have to manually do it. So basically, when I go in, I've got to manually tell it what game I'm playing, and I forgot to do it as I was putting everything in. So I was playing this game, and I forget what game it was, but it was counting as Fortnite. I had a group of people, which Matt calls the spammer gang. They showed up on my stream, saw I wasn't playing Fortnite, got a little angry, and then started spamming my chat, which is garbage. And out of that, though, I actually did get one person that subscribed, and he actually
Okay,
played
Matt.
Rocket League with
Matthew.
us at one time, GT. So it's like, well, I mean, it was good and bad.
I
But
don't
yeah,
think I normally pick the game that I'm playing. I think YouTube, like in the description, they like pick the game that I played the most. You know, because it'll show like the game title or whatever.
Well, I
But
know, like, as
I
you
don't
put
know.
in your metadata for like where your tags and everything are, if you go to that second advanced page, where you can tell it like English for your, they've changed it up, so now we don't have that, but where you can tell it where like English is the closed captioning language, there's an option there. It says game name, and if you manually pick it, it will put it in the pool of that game. So like somebody is watching those, that's where I notice that it gets some more recommendations from. So a lot of times when you get a recommendation, you're not sure why. It's because you're in the pool of the game. So.
Well, then we need to figure out which game has potential for us, and we need to
Yes.
play that. I feel like Rocket League, there's a very big pool, and I'm sure we're very low on the list. At least
Right.
me. I'm definitely low on the list of people.
And I know it helps, like your friend there with the esports. That definitely helps, but 8 more mac and cheese. That sounds good, Sparkler.
Yeah, I'll probably train. I mean, I'm definitely gonna train to be in the esports.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want a good team to like play with, because I kind of like this game. But when you have terrible teammates, like it just ruins it for me,
Yeah.
because like I'm not great, but I'm definitely not gold level. Like I play, I mean not right now cuz I'm like talking and stuff and reading chat,
Right.
so I'm not really like focused, but like I feel like I play at least at a platinum 2 level. Like whatever, and then like so when I'm playing 3v3s or 2v2s against like gold 3 people that just like blow, and then my rank just keeps going down, and then I ended up in like gold 1 or silver 3, I'm like, I don't want to play this game anymore.
Right.
But then I play 1v1s and like I suck in that too, because that's like way harder than 3s.
So close. I didn't get my trajectory good, but at least I got it over there.
Matthew loves Don't Starve, so maybe we should play that again. That game's so
Yeah,
hard.
we definitely should. It is very challenging. I mean, and we've only made it through like one season. Summer and winter are brutal. Spring is okay as long as you're not by below, but the fall is like the best one. I actually had the most enjoyment in that game at one of the events that you had to like cook, because once you figured out like you were feeding this beast to the pit, once you figured out like the way to do it, it was awesome. But,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of that game.
Yeah.
I could see the game for what it is, and like it's not terrible, but like
Right.
I'm not a fan because it's just like it feels kind of like Ark, but like a sloppy version of Ark.
Right.
And when I say that, I'm not saying like it's a bad game. It's just like Ark is super brutal, but like
Right.
it's kind of your fault. And I know when we played Don't Starve, yeah, it's mostly my fault sometimes. But then like I'm looking for freaking gold so I could make like a weapon so I could feed myself, and I can't find freaking gold anywhere.
Right.
So I'm just like, what the heck? But I don't know.
But yeah, I get it. I mean, there's only so many things you can do with Don't Starve. I mean, if you play on,
Go to the main
you
menu.
ever
I'm
do?
gonna invite you.
Oh,
That looks like you're not at my party.
but yeah, like I've been on multiplayer, other games that other people have set up, and it's nuts all the stuff they have. I can never get to that point. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wish I could literally just play any game that I want and it would just work out for me. Because, like, I love RuneScape. Let's be completely honest. I love it. But it's probably really boring to watch. And I don't even know how I would commentate it. Like, what would I even
yeah,
say? I mean, it'd be fun if I did a stream and there was like 10 people watching and they were talking and I was talking to them while I was playing RuneScape. That would work. But, like, playing by
right.
myself, I don't know. But if you want to play, Chris, I could give you a loan. A no interest loan.
A no interest loan.
Have you ever played RuneScape before?
I have not played RuneScape before. I've played. I mean, I've heard of it, but I have not played. I've played World of Warcraft. I've played Diablo 1, 2, and 3. Not completed them, but I've played quite a bit. But no, I haven't played RuneScape.
So Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction would be kind of similar in the mechanics of the game, but like
Gotcha.
RuneScape is essentially the greatest simulator of all time. I mean, you got like 32 skills in which you have to like train. Well, you don't have to, but you if that's what you want to do. RuneScape's a game where you can literally do anything you want. So like if you just want to talk to people and make friends, then you can do that. Or if you want to make money, like me, like you can do that. Or you could train, you could boss, you could quest. I mean, there's so much stuff. But it's a click to move game, so a lot of people don't
Oh.
like it for that. What am I doing? That was bad.
I tell you one that I was really kind of invested in for a while, and this has been many, many years ago. In fact, it was so many years ago they actually overhauled the game. It was a little game called Project Entropia,
I've never heard
made
of
by a
that.
company called MindArc. Yeah, I hadn't heard of it either. What I liked about it was because at the time I was like, I mean, you have many levels of broke,
Uh-huh.
and I had a computer, but I'm like super broke. It was free to play. You could get in. You had to load up the most current, updates and whatnot. But here's the thing: you could make money at the game, like real money.
Hmm.
You could. There was a guy, and this made the news. His name was, I think it was John Neverdie, and he bought real estate in the game with
Oh,
real
I've
money. He
seen
spent
that.
like
I've
like
seen that.
$100,000 on a space station, and I'm like, what? But yeah, and they bill it to where it's like, oh, you can log in with no money. So me and my buddy Nemesis, we were playing this game, and there were certain things you could do for free, but basically, it's definitely a play to win game or a
Uh-huh.
pay to win game. And if you don't invest some money into it, you're not getting anything out of it. So like your starter equipment for like mining or even shooting, it's like you're running. I've never had a game before challenge me with financials to where I'm like, well, do we want to try to take this beast down? How many bullets is that? Let's see. That's going to be about 750. We're gonna get loot that maybe might be $5 is it worth doing. Maybe we might get something cool, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like you're nickeling and diming yourself with ammo. And I mean, it was neat, but at the same time, it's like, I did put I put a few bucks into it. I did. I actually enjoyed the mining immensely. But since a few years ago, they completely overhauled the game, and it's not as hard. I guess I'd call it not as hard as it was, but also the loot payouts have dropped significantly. So there's not a big gain, as much gain as there was. So that kind of ruins it for me.
I mean,
And so here I
RuneScape
was,
is kind of the same, but I know they built that game to be like an actual, like real life thing, but on the internet.
right.
Because I've seen that, like, I don't know what it is, but like craziest things you could buy in video games. And yeah, somebody bought like a planet on the game or
Yeah.
whatever. Which I'm assuming it's that game that you're talking about.
It probably is. And the cool thing was that, well, the not so cool thing, you had to get leveled up and money in order to afford a ticket to go there. Once you got there, you could teleport back and forth, but the initial buy-in was a little costly. So, hey, finally. So, but people like with Hunt, he had like big monsters up there, which he had to like gather the DNA to populate them and etc. So he put a chunk of change into this.
Yeah.
Anybody that hunted up there, he got like a percentage of whatever they looted. So, I mean, he should have been making money, but I honestly don't know if he ever actually did. Just because the buy-in was so much to get up there.
Yeah, I mean, in RuneScape, you can technically make real life money, but it's against the terms and conditions.
Right. And see, this game, the Project Entropia, it was totally made for the reason of making actual real money. I mean, it's as close to Ready Player One that we're ever going to get, and that was decades before that game. So
Yeah. No, I missed it.
I wasn't fast enough to get there.
I am curious if you ever have time, though. Check out RuneScape, download it. It's a very small download. I think it's like 50 megabytes for the client or whatever. But since you mentioned that you really like mining in that other game, I don't know anything about the mining. But I know in RuneScape you can mine, and you can... I mean, there's 32 different skills. Not all of them are free, just a fair warning. But you don't actually have to pay real money to become a member. But you have to, like, have in-game currency, you know?
Right.
I hit that
Hi,
in.
Zal, welcome to the
Idiot.
stream.
But yeah, like the main reason why I don't play, I would definitely play if I had somebody to play with. But the reason why I stopped playing is like the community now is hardcore dedicated players, which is really good actually, but like those people they know what they want. So like if they want a weapon, they know exactly what weapon they want, and then they're just gonna like buy it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's hard to like trade in the market. I mean, that's all I did all day, every day, is I would log in, buy stuff for cheap, sell it for high, like all the time.
Yeah.
And maybe more people went in. I don't know. But I really like it because like it feels good when you get that first 99, which 99 is the highest. Well, actually 200 is the highest, but it caps out at 99. Everything else, it's called virtual levels. So like technically you can get to 200, but like it doesn't actually benefit your character. But it feels really good.
Yeah.
So if you ever do check it out, you let me know, and maybe we can play it together.
Yeah.
But don't play old school like a freaking loser. You gotta play RuneScape 3.
RuneScape 3. Okay.
I'm just kidding. You can play old school if you want. The reason why I don't want to play old school though is because like I played old school when it was just RuneScape, so like I don't really want to replay it because there's nothing new to it.
Well, that's kind of like the, and this is the funniest thing to me. You know, they've had World of Warcraft out for a while. I was playing it back when the what edition? The second expansion, so the Wrath of Lich King, and everybody was all by then. We still had the classic rules up, but that was about the time after that they started changing everything. So everybody was complaining. Everybody didn't like it. All the regular levels, you know, they dropped down the level requirements for what it took to get a mount. They, you know, eventually made it when we started getting flying mounts in the regular areas. They changed the map. Everybody was complaining. Oh, we don't like it. We should have a classic server just for the vanilla people, blah, blah, blah. Blizzard was like, no, we don't want to do that. You guys don't know what you're talking about. You don't want that. And all the fans were like, yes, we do. That's what we're asking for. So, you know, then a few years ago, what's one of the hottest games out there being streamed? WoW Vanilla. It's like, oh, they finally put the servers up. Everybody's doing WoW Classic. But here's the thing. So they have the classic servers up now, right? And that's like what's the most popular thing because everybody's like, oh, it's the old rules and blah, 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 and we just love it. They've added a couple of expansions to it now. So technically, it's not following the path of the actual game.
Yeah.
It's not like going, you know, that, but they've made expansions to it now. So now it is actually no longer vanilla the way they wanted it, but yet they're still making content for it. I don't understand it. And
that's what they did on RuneScape too.
Yeah. It's like, guys, if you wanted to make an expansion, you should just went like the next expansion up like every couple of years. And I think people would have been happy with that up to a certain point. So
the cool thing I like about RuneScape though is they have like a monthly voting thing. So I was around when the old school topic came out.
Oh, come on.
And yeah, it was basically just the same thing. Like people didn't like RuneScape 3 when it transitioned because like it came out with a new combat system, but you don't have to play with that combat system. Like you could play with the old combat system, and like the old combat system is sometimes better. But you know, like when you're fighting bosses, sometimes it's not, depending on the boss, you know.
Right.
But people hated it and they just wanted old school, so they did that. But they did the same thing that World of Warcraft did.
So you got the old school, but now we're getting updates. It's like, no.
Yeah, but they're not like, I don't think they're updating like the world. They'll probably never update the world, but they added like new weapons and stuff that like not even RuneScape 3 has. And I'm like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose of old school RuneScape because
like
now it's not old school RuneScape because like it has stuff that nobody's ever seen before. Like what the hell's that? You know?
Right. Well, and something else I wondered too was because these are supposed to be like, if you went chronologically, technically this stuff should have happened in the world. So would that now be available for the players of the regular game? And
it should.
I don't think it is. So.
Yeah, that's the same with RuneScape, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody would want to go back. Actually, I think so. They added the Grand Exchange, which is basically like the stock market. They added that into old school, and that's fine. But like, the struggle of old school RuneScape was sitting at the freaking bank for hours trying to sell like one rune plate body, you know, like because you have to find the buyer and then you have to negotiate the price. I mean, it's like a real farmer's market, you know.
Yeah.
But then with the stock market, it's easy. You just throw your item on there and like somebody buys it. If they don't buy it, you got to adjust your price, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. Yeah, that's more like, see, the original thing like you're talking about more like, it's what I'm reminded of EverQuest, where you had to have your character out there and you had to be like selling and, you know, and be in a chat and figure out and haggle and all that stuff. And then the market is more like the auction house in World of Warcraft. So I actually
Yeah, I mean,
kind of don't mind the auction house because, you know, you can play it. You really can. I made several thousand gold being a tailor, just making these basic bags because I would farm the materials for them so cheap. I could throw them together real quick and then put them up for whatever. You know, I'd see what the going rate was, and then like undercut it a couple gold, and I
yeah.
would be making money hand over fist. So
I mean, you
it's
could do
really
that in
cool.
RuneScape. You can still do it, but like I said, it's a little different now because I don't know. I don't know if it's because like it was a bot nuke. I mean, I know they did a bot nuke, but I was
Yeah.
still making decent money for a while. But you know, clearly the bots, like if you play when the bots are playing, then you wanna buy when the bots are selling because prices are gonna be cheap, and then you wanna sell when the bots are buying
Right.
or like 12 hours after they sold, so the prices can adjust.
Right.
But yeah, I
Same
guess I
as
just don't have the time. But I didn't actually sell it. But if I were to sell the gold that I had, I probably could have sold my gold for like 2,000 real life dollars.
nice.
And they had a hat that was worth like $15,000 real life money. But I don't know. I want to play. I should probably play it one day. I miss it.
Yeah, I'll have to check and see if my computer will play it.
Oh, it
Be
will.
like, yeah, this is cool.
Just play on low. I play on low even on my like new computer. Because like one, I don't care about the graphics. Now if you play, the graphics are actually really good if you play on ultra. Because like I don't have a good monitor, but my friend has a 4K like monitor, and that thing looks sweet. But I play on low because if you play on low, you can like see the item drops easier without
Yeah.
having to like click on it and stuff. And I also don't care if it looks bad because I've been playing my whole life, so
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah. Yeah. It can definitely run. I 100% guarantee your computer will run it on low.
Nice.
I mean, even my crappy computer, it can run it on ultra, but like it does get laggy if people are making fires and they like fill the map with
Yeah.
fire. Other than that, though, or if I go to like World 2 or 1,
Yeah.
where everybody goes.
All right, guys. I think this is gonna be my last match for today.
All right,
Yeah.
same for me.
And like I said, we will be doing Saturday. We're gonna have date night there, so if anybody wants to play the Jackbox games, we'll be playing the Monsters Seeking Monsters, and probably some Fibbage as well. Tomorrow, I am not 100% sure if I will be streaming, just because I should have my kids and my grandson, so probably not. But we'll see.
Yeah, just let me know.
If my grandson doesn't make it over, and my son's the only one that comes over, then maybe we'll stream something. But yeah, I just knew today I had to get in here early because my grandson will be here tonight, and yeah, if I don't stream early, I'm not getting it done. Like I told you guys earlier, I'm gonna be knee deep in the middle of a Nerf war, probably trying to pick bullets and help him reload his gun, and it's just hilarious to help a 2-year-old try to shoot a Nerf gun. So
Knee deep in some papa.
knee deep in Nerf ammo.
No, I'm playing on it,
Yeah.
Matt. But thank you for alerting me. Matt said that someone's playing on my Roblox account. I actually got scared for a second because I haven't played Roblox in a long time, but I'm AFKing in
Nice.
Tapping Mania, because it's so stupid, and it takes a long time, so I'm AFKing in it.
Yeah.
That is crazy, Matt. You join and now there's 4 viewers. Now there's 5 viewers. What the heck is going on?
Matt brought the people.
Yeah, Matt brought the freaking entourage.
Matt's bringing the rain.
Oh no, why do I fall for that every time?
There we go.
Matthew, this is probably going to
I kinda
be
have
my
the
last
dribble
game
with me.
for the day. I got some errands to run. So maybe if you guys want tomorrow, message me on the Discord and I can get on. If not, I may just record videos or something. I don't know. Haven't planned yet. But you have fun cleaning your room, fam. And if I don't see you, have a good weekend. And Chris will most likely be available, so go watch him. Or at least on Saturday, go play with him.
Yep. You know what's kind of funny about those is I had talked about the Jackbox games before as people were joining my channel. You know, so like back in like the first month, Matt and Bean and everybody was with. And I was telling them about it. And I was like, yeah, I have this group of other YouTubers that we played this, and you guys could totally play along. And they're like, and they totally didn't get the concept. And they were all like, oh, well, we don't have to buy it. And I'm like, no. And so they never quite got it. Well, then, last week I actually finally got around to playing it, or one of them. It wasn't the one we played, but it was a 4 instead of the 3. And everybody at first was kind of confused, but once I got into it, they're like, oh man, this is the best game ever. I had a whole bunch of people watching. I got like 4 times the amount of minutes watched that I normally get because there was so many people watching. So I'm like, great. That was actually a really good one. But, then again, they're like, the next day, it's like a weekday, and they're like, hey, let's play this. And I'm like, guys, there's only going to be 2 of you here. It's not going to be as fun.
Yeah.
So let's play it on the weekend when we get a crowd,
Matt, there's no one on my Roblox account. I'm AFKing. So I can get taps on Tapping Mania. But trust me, there's no one on my account. Well, actually, I should look at the screen, because I actually don't know. If I'm in Tapping Mania, then I'm probably fine. If I'm not in Tapping Mania, you let me know, because that would be a problem. But I was going to say, we should either expand that group or make another one. Corbin was good, but I think all the other ones were... I mean, they were fine to play with. But I feel like... I mean, 2 of the channels, I don't think they even posted videos.
Yeah. Well, one of them I know didn't because he... I kind of talked to him at the beginning.
Hello, good morning.
Him, but he makes like cinematic...
Yeah, I'm still on. But thank you for letting me know, Matt. I actually appreciate it. You don't gotta apologize. You were trying to help me.
Really cool action sequence.
Yeah.
Hey, Leandro Bravo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so he makes like these little 5-10 minute like action sequences that look like really cool action movies, but they have absolutely no dialogue. And I told him, I said, what you do is an art. It really is. It's really neat the way you do that. But I also told him, I was like, well, you can join the group, but I'm not sure how much you get out of it. And obviously he never made a video or anything out of it, but it's still kind of cool to have him along. And I hope he got some people, to watch his stuff, because he made neat stuff. It's just, yeah, he's not like a traditional gaming channel.
Yeah.
At the time I was just trying to find some like. My thinking was it's unique enough, maybe it would bring other people to us. So,
I mean, it was definitely a good idea. I just feel like the group that we had was too, like, I don't know, too wishy-washy or whatever. I mean, obviously I was available most of the time. And you were available after 2 at the time, most days. But everybody else, like, what, only Tuesday for 1 hour? Like, really?
Yeah, everybody was only available Tuesdays after 5 and not for very long. So, yeah. I mean, I still try to keep in touch with them. Like, Corbin's been to my channel once, and I've talked to him. And Arrows, we've done a game or 2 together. But I mean, I really like the way he's set up. He's really changed his channel a lot. But yeah, he's not getting much growth either.
I mean, maybe we should all get back together and play something. I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah,
that would
maybe.
be,
I don't know either.
but I'm sure we could think of something. After the
Yeah.
holidays, of course, though.
Oh yeah, we gotta get through December 1st.
All right. Well, it is time to leave. So thanks, Mom, for coming right at the end. But I got some
Yeah.
errands to run. So
Oh yeah, no problem. And guys, I'm gonna be leaving too. It's been great hanging out with you, but yeah, I've got to go and do a couple things myself. So thanks for hanging out with us.
thanks for
We
the invite,
appreciate it, both
Chris.
of us. Hey, no problem. Hey, if you guys haven't subscribed to Joe, head over to his channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that we can get him boosted up here before Christmas.
Do the same
So
for Chris. But yeah, we need to grow, and then we gotta grow symbiotically. I think that's the right word.
yep.
Maybe, I don't know. Whatever. All right, later, players.